Hello class, I'm Mr. Elsenbeck, and today we're going to have a small lesson on end rhymes. End rhymes are fun because they're actually the most common type of rhyme. We see them in music today, and it's when the last syllables within a verse of poetry rhyme. So this is an example right here. The dog went running to the man, its heart shuddering like a fan. So it's the last syllable in each line. So man and fan and they rhyme. Now this is a very basic type of end rhyme that's actually called a couplet. Now couplets, it's important to get a strict definition of couplet down because they do reoccur in other forms of end rhyme poetry. So it's when two lines of a verse, usually in the same meter and joined by rhyme. So this is employed by Shakespeare a lot in his poetry, and we'll chart it out using the A-B method that I'll show you right now. Juliet, saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake. Romeo, then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. So sake, that'll be A, and that rhymes with take, which is A. So the rhyme scheme for couplets is very simple. It's just A, A. Now, moving on to something a little bit more complicated, we have enclosed rhymes. Now, enclosed rhymes are fun. It's when the first and last lines of a verse rhyme with an enclosed couplet. So we got, O fireman, by your saving grace. So grace, the last syllable is ace, so that's going to be our first rhyme. That's A. My babies remain now with me. So that doesn't rhyme with grace. So that's going to be a new rhyme. It's B. So I give kisses thankfully, that rhymes with me, so that's going to be B. All over your sweet dearest face, so that rhymes with grace, that's going to be A. So for enclosed rhymes, the rhyme scheme is A, B, B, A, with that couplet in the middle right there, and then these two on the end linking up. Now that brings us to limericks. Limericks are a lot of fun. They're typically humorous verse of 5 lines, 3 or 4 forming a couplet. So, there was an old man of Nantucket. So Nantucket, that's our first rhyme. We're going to make that A. Who kept all his cash in a bucket. So that's A because that rhymes with Nantucket. Then we got his daughter called Nan. That's a new rhyme, so we're going to call that B. Ran away with a man. So that's B because it rhymes with Nan. And is for the bucket, Nantucket. So that's A. So we got that couplet in the middle. The final word for the rhyme scheme is A, A, B, B, A. So all limericks are A, A, B, B, A. And then for our final one that I wanted to talk about, it's a lot more complicated, but it's the same principle. We're going to use the same thing. We're going to go through it slowly. It's sonnets. Sonnets are very important to know about because they're very popular in Shakespeare writing. 14 lines using any number of formal rhyme schemes. And Shakespeare's sonnets, he has over 100 of them, so it's very important that you know how they're set up. We're going to take this one slowly. So, let me not to the marriage of true minds. So that's our first rhyme. That's going to be A. Admit impediments. Love is not love. That's B. Because love does not rhyme with minds, which alerts when an alteration finds. So that's A. Or bends with the remover to remove. Now see, he was doing something tricky here because it doesn't rhyme vocally, but it does rhyme logistically with love, remove. So that is B. So far we have A, B, A, B. And then, oh no, it is an ever fixed mark. So this is completely different. So we need to go past AB. This is going to be C. That looks on tempest and is never shaken. So again, that's new. It doesn't rhyme with anything new yet. So anything old yet. So that's going to be D. It is the star to every wandering bark. Oh, there we go. It's coming back. See, here's mark. That rhymes with that. So this is back to C now. Whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Well, there's D, so we're going to make that D. Rhymes with shaken, shaken, taken. Love's not time's fool, through rosy lips and cheeks. Okay, looks like we're trying something new again. So there's going to be E. Within his bending sickle's compass come. So that's going to be F because we haven't touched on it yet. See how we're just moving through the alphabet every time we find a new rhyme. So sonnets are tough because you go far into the alphabet, but they'll all come together. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks. So that connects up with cheeks. So we're going to make that E. The next rhyme, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. So that does rhyme with come. Again, he's doing the thing we saw with the love and remove. It's a loose rhyme. It's called a slant rhyme that we can get into later. If this be error and upon me proved. Okay, so that's something completely different. Make that G. I never read, nor no man ever loved. So that's G. So sonnets are a little complicated, and they go past typical A, B, A, B, A, B, but they're very popular, and Shakespeare here employs slant rhymes like we saw here, love and remove, and doom and come. The final verse is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G. So it's very interesting. Alright, so that's my small little lesson on end rhymes. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Mr. Elsenbeck. Try and make your own end rhymes and see what you can come up with and try and identify them in your music and poetry. Thank you.